Hello, you join me with a brand new Volkswagen Up GTI. It hasn't got a lot of power, but can it still be fun? Let's find out. Right, so this is very much a quick drive. I've literally got this car for about, well, not even 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and do this. So if you're wondering where I am, I'm at the Millbrook Proving Ground. Before I really get going in this video, I'd like to apologise. For whatever reason, the GoPro that was facing me didn't record, even though throughout the video you will be able to see that red light flashing. But I suppose not seeing my face is no great loss. Which is a private road, but unfortunately I am still bound by some speed limits. But hopefully we can still have some decent fun. So let's talk about the engine. Well, let's hear it first. It does sound pretty good actually. So what you're listening to, other than me, is a 3-cylinder, 1 litre turbocharged petrol, which offers 113 brake horsepower and 200 Newton meters of torque. This power is fed to the front wheels naturally via a 6-speed manual gearbox. And you'll hit 62 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds. Bear with me, got a corner coming up. Let's turn it in. That grip's pretty good. A little bit of understeer. That's pretty fun though. It's all the fun of a fair, isn't it? So yes, you'll hit 62 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds and continue to a top speed of 122 miles per hour, which isn't too bad for a little car like this. But what you all want to know is, how does it drive? Well, let's find out. I did about 55 now on the brakes. Brakes are pretty good, got a nice bite to them. The pedals are a little bit slippery, but that's mainly due to my footwear. Right, oh, does sound good. Now it's got a small wheelbase, therefore it's essentially 4 square on the road, and it's not very heavy either, so you really can chuck this little scamp into corners. Right, on the brakes again, turn it in. Yeah, that feels good. I would want the steering to be a little bit heavier. It has got a nice meatiness to it, but it does still feel a little bit too light, and it does still feel a little bit over assisted for my liking. Oh, into fourth. Right, brake here, try and do heel and toe. Again, can't quite heel and toe in this car, which is disappointing, but that could be down to my footwear and indeed the driver. But the pedals are a little bit further away than I would have wanted on the brakes. In second, right, over this crest. Right, so obviously I've only got this car for a short amount of time. It won't be the most comprehensive review, so apologies, but what I can tell you so far is that one thing I love about this car is that engine note. Sounds mean. Sounds mean for such a small little car. Now, when I first heard about this car, I did think 113 brake horsepower. Really, I did think it was a little bit too slow. Okay, it's a small car, and you don't necessarily need a lot of power to have fun, but I still thought it was a bit too slow. In reality, though, it is fun. The power delivery is quite nice. There's not much turbo lag, but let's be honest, the turbo won't be massive because it's only a small little engine. Right, let's talk about other aspects of the car on this rather quick drive. So the ride, it's pretty compliant. It's a firm edge to it, but you would expect it to be. It's a GTI, it's a sporty car. Oh, let's try and avoid those, shall we? But the ride of the car is pretty good. And that's a great thing about GTIs, they're so usable. If you want a hot hatch you can use every day, then this is perfect for that kind of thing. Now let's talk about the gearbox. I haven't spoken about the gearbox, how dare I? This is a hot hatch. The gear change is pretty good, it's pretty short, it's pretty direct. Would I want it to be a little bit slicker? Yes, I would, if I'm going to be honest. But it certainly isn't bad. And I'm able to make quick gear changes with a fair amount of ease, a lot of ease in fact. Right. A bit of trail braking there, felt the back end go. Oh yes, Oh yes, this is why I love small sporty hatches. They are a riot. And the GTI, well, the Up GTI is living proof. Oh yes, living proof that you don't need a million horsepower to have fun, because I've only got 113 brake horsepower and that smile says it all. Now, I would love to have more time with this car, more time to really delve into its character, but unfortunately this drive is virtually over. I'm being chased down by a Lexus. It's got much more horsepower than I have. Oh. Right, okie dokie. Oh, bumpy again. As we head back towards the Volkswagen UK stand. Now, that was a very quick drive. In fact, I've been recording this for about 10 minutes. So yeah, that gives you an idea of just how little time we have with the cars here on this event that I'm at. But it has given me a good idea of this car. Is the Up GTI fun? Yes, it certainly is. That bit where I trail braked and felt the back end just step out a little bit was rather good fun, especially on a greasy, damp day like today. Now, I would love to spend more time with this car, so if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it, because the more views I get of this video, the more likely Volkswagen will say, yes, you can have one of these for a week, and I'll give you a much more thorough review. But as we're stuck behind this JCB, let me talk more about the interior just before I sign off. I do like the interior. Obviously, it's not the most premium interior because it's a cheap car. Speaking of which, how much will you have to pay for the new Volkswagen Up GTI? Well, if you go for a 3-door, that will cost from £14,055, but if you prefer a 5-door, that will cost from £14,455. So pound for pound, could this well be the most fun you can have at this price for a brand new car? Now that the Suzuki Swift Sport is more expensive, could this be the most fun car you can have on a budget? It could well be. But yeah, let's talk about the interior. Obviously there's quite a few hard scratchy plastics in here, but you'd expect that at this price. But I quite like this dashboard. Got this nice black and red theme, looks rather smart. Got a leather steering wheel with a flat bottom, which I'm always a big fan of. Got the GTI badge on the gear knob to remind you that you're driving something a little bit special. And of course you have that GTI heritage that dates back for 40 years, over 40 years now. And you've got the tartan seats, which I do really like. Splashes of red in here as well. Now, the car I'm driving is 3-door, but this car is also available in a 5-door if you prefer that for better practicality. But anyway, I am back, literally about to give the car back to the lovely folks at Volkswagen UK. Like I said earlier, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it, because the more views I get, more chances I have of being able to drive this car on a longer period for a longer drive. But yes, anyway, give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't done already, please subscribe for more car obsession.